Hi everyone, it's Shelly with Shelly's Creative Crafts. Welcome back. I have a couple more junk journals to share with you that I recently completed. So I'm definitely filling up my Etsy shop, so be sure to head on over there after this video and check to see if there's anything that catches your eye. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first one, they're both fabric covered journals. And the first one is a very chunky one, as you can see here, and it's a 3 signature, and then I did some beading and that sort of thing on the back, and then the back section is just it's a real pretty sheer material that I had. I just love it. I think it's gorgeous. And then it's got a lace closure, so let me undo this here, and it is jam-packed. All right, so the first thing we open up, we have a pocket, of course, and then this is just a little booklet that I made that has a little mason jar tag in it, just a little pocket, and then just some blank paper for journaling, so that goes in the front pocket there. And then this is some more of the Franken pages that are acting as kind of like dividers. Some scrapbooking paper, again, a lot of blank coffee dyed paper so that you can make your own memories. Pardon me. And then this right here is a pocket, of course, with a tag that I made that can be written on the back. Some more scrapbooking paper, more coffee dyed paper. This more scrapbooking paper, I love that one. Just some stamping that I did. Goodness, pardon me. And then just some stamping. That one says good times, blank paper, a little decoupaging with a real pretty napkin. This is a pocket, and it has a another real pretty embellished tag in it that I made, and then just some ephemera, whisper ever so gently, so that goes in there. And then of course when you're done using up all the ephemera, you can definitely put whatever else you like in there. The other side of that pocket is some more ephemera. It just says relaxing and just is a blank journaling card, so I thought that was really pretty. So that just tucks back down in there. More blank paper, some lace embellishments on the side, and then more stamping. The back side of that scrapbooking paper, this is some vintage lace that I have, and then lace down at the bottom with some little pearls, and more blank paper. Back side of that scrapbooking paper, a pocket with a little bit of decoupage on it, with a journaling card, a blank journaling card, so that can be a little tuck for future goodies. And then the second, or that's the end of the first signature, and then the second signature has another Franken page, and then some real pretty, again, the scrapbooking paper to write on or put pictures on. This is some little flowers with some little black beads that I have that are really pretty. This right here is a paper bag pocket, and it's actually, you can do the front part of the pocket and the back part. So there's two sections that you can actually put some goodies in, and that one has a real pretty little tag in it. And then some lines that I stamped onto some of the pages. This one is a pocket that flips back and forth, and in it is a chunky little book, so it's kind of like a mini journal, I guess, but made out of book pages, and so you can obviously, made out of a book page, sorry, and then it has all the little coffee dyed vintage paper in it, and then the back part is some gesso, so you can actually write on that. So that goes in the big pocket here, and then once that's used up, again, you can fill it up with whatever you like. And then more blank paper. I always try to keep as much blank paper as I possibly can so that you can write on it and make all those memories. This is some real pretty scrapbooking paper that I have just to write on and that sort of thing. More of that stamping, I love it. The middle of the second signature, and more stamping. Just trying to girly up the pages a little bit. The back side of that, there's a little bird down there at the bottom. This is a snippet that I made out of different laces that I have, and then I put in this real pretty tag that can be written on the back or used as a tag, and then of course anything else can be tucked in there later. And then we've got more blank paper. Some of them I stamped lines on. More of that coffee dyed, kind of grungy looking paper. This is just a punch that I have, but I did a real pretty side embellishment on the paper there. And then another pocket, and then this one has a journaling card in it as well. So that tucks back down in there. And then we've got, coming towards the end of the second signature here, and the end of that there. And then here we go with the last, the third signature. This is some real pretty paper that I had that I incorporated in with a side little tuck with a real pretty journaling card. So that's tuck in there. This is a place card that I have, pardon me, that I made into like a little pocket or a little tuck spot with a real pretty journaling card. And so that'll kind of tuck back in there. And then more blank paper, obviously, another pocket with a real pretty tag that can be journaled on front or on the back, and then a pocket for later things, and then some more of those lines, some more pretty lace, a little embellishment up in the corner, some more scrapbooking paper, another one of those snippets with some buttons and a bow. So I thought that was really pretty, just to kind of frilly it up a little bit. And then more blank paper and some more lines, and then I have a real pretty teapot stamp that I absolutely love, so that got incorporated in a little bit of washi at the top just to kind of break up the monotony of the plain paper, and then some more stamping and lace. This is just some lettering and that sort of thing on the side with some little pearls. Some more blank paper. So this is a really chunky monkey here. Again, that teapot, I love it. A little bird nest, and then some the lines again. This is a ticket pocket, and a real pretty journaling card in there with some script stamping behind it. And then more blank paper, just a little embellishment up in the corner, and then the back side, and then another real pretty tag. This is just paper clipped on. And then coming to the end here, this is a flip up, so you can actually flip it up, and you can actually write on it. It's got the lines and that sort of thing, so that flips up there. And then another pocket with a real cute journaling card in it again, this time with a little bee. And then more blank paper, the last of that real pretty paper, and then the Franken page, and then the back, a little booklet that has, it's got blank paper in it, obviously, and a little journaling card here, and then the back side. So that is the first one. So that'll be, and I did leave the little nameplate blank, so this can be actually taken out and you can write on it or print on it however you like. So I left that blank for the recipient who gets that. The second one is this is a single signature, so it just has one signature. Fairly simple, but obviously very elegant looking. I kind of fashioned it after sunflowers, obviously, but still tried to do the, the kind of the grungy look and that sort of thing, because I really like that. And then we've got some of the seam binding, closure, and then we start, and it's got some more pretty paper here. No pockets on the front and the back of this one, but there's a lot of goodies in here. This is just a journaling card that I made that was out of an old book that I have, and I made it into a real pretty tag or journaling card, and then some real pretty lace with a little bold button, a pin with a button on it. More lace on the side, more blank paper, of course, a dress form stamp, and just some pretty embellishments and that sort of thing on the side. And then more blank paper, just a real pretty tag that I had, and then this is some embellishment up at the top. And then more lace on the sides, and then the coffee dyed paper with this real pretty embellishment up in the top corner. And then more blank paper. So again, I try to leave it as blank as I can, but still girly it up a little bit with a little bit of brads and a real pretty doily. And then another one of the ticket pockets with a real pretty tag in it, and this one has a little yellow daisy on it. And then just some sunflowers, as we're going with the sunflower theme. some stamping, some graph paper that's been very distressed, a pocket with some with a journaling card that I made. I think it's all in French, so I don't actually know what it says. And then just a real pretty picture of some sunflowers. And then here I did some stenciling with an actual doily. This is the shine. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of a pearlescent with some stamping on it. And then the darker coffee stained paper, the back side of the doily that I stenciled with, very coffee dyed. And some more graph paper. This one says tell your story with some stamping. Again, a kind of a little, you can tuck things under this, but I also have a paper clip with a journaling card that I kind of tucked in there kind of sideways. And so that will go in there. And then happiness is patching together life's pieces. So it's just a little stamp down there. The other side of that doily, just some more fun little envelope and some paper to write on. Just some little embellishments on the side. This one says Life Chocolate, which I absolutely love chocolate. Again, one of those real pretty journaling cards that I made. I just really like this. It was out of a really old magazine that I have. And it's all in French, and I have no idea what it says, but I just love it. I thought it was really pretty. And then there is the lace on the side, and then some of the little chipboard, they look like brads, but they're paper, and they're really cute. I love them. A little butterfly down in the corner, more coffee dyed paper, and then the back part, the last page is a real pretty butterfly, or moth, I'm not really sure. But in it I have some tags that can be written on, and then a little notebook that has some coffee dyed paper in it. So those two things go in there. And then the back side. And then I left the back blank. I know some folks like it a little bit, more simple. And so I tried to leave that and then just leave the front very elegant, which is kind of my signature, I think. I try to leave everything pretty blank for you to kind of create your own things. But so those are the two that will be listed here shortly. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, but they will be listed in my Etsy shop at Classic Finds for Less. I will leave a link in the description box below, and I definitely appreciate you watching, and I am so grateful and thankful for all your support. Thanks so much, and have a great day. Bye-bye.